Chief Engineer Dr. Samantha Brooks wasn't just observing maintenance procedures that day at Boeing Field in Seattle. But when aircraft technicians questioned her engineering credentials, their design review meeting 20 minutes later would become the most shocking moment in aerospace history. Chief Engineer Dr. Samantha Brooks approached the sophisticated aircraft maintenance facility at Boeing Field in Seattle with the analytical precision of someone who had spent 17 years revolutionizing aerospace engineering and establishing herself as one of the most accomplished aircraft design engineers in American aviation, rising from junior design engineer to chief engineer for Boeing commercial airplanes, with responsibility for overseeing aircraft development programs that represented billions of dollars in aerospace innovation and cutting-edge aviation technology that ensured safe air transportation for millions of passengers worldwide. At 44 years old, she carried herself with the engineering authority that comes from earning a PhD in aerospace engineering from MIT, completing advanced certifications in aircraft design, and developing expertise in commercial aircraft development that revolutionized modern aviation through innovative design solutions and strategic engineering leadership that set new standards for aerospace excellence. Her credentials included leading design teams for next-generation aircraft that improved fuel efficiency by 30%, managing engineering budgets exceeding $2 billion annually, and overseeing technical development programs that ensured aircraft safety throughout global aviation operations. Today's unscheduled inspection of maintenance procedures was part of her routine engineering oversight responsibilities, allowing her to evaluate aircraft systems without the formal protocols that typically accompanied executive engineering reviews. Her casual engineering attire and hands-on approach reflected her preference for direct technical engagement, rather than emphasizing executive status, allowing her to assess aircraft systems from a practitioner perspective that maintained connection with engineering fundamentals. Aircraft maintenance technician Robert Wilson, a mid-level aviation employee with 4 years of aircraft maintenance experience, who had developed assumptions about engineering authority based on superficial observations, observed Samantha's detailed examination of aircraft systems without recognizing the extensive aerospace expertise that characterized someone who regularly made decisions affecting aircraft development and aviation safety standards throughout Boeing's commercial aviation programs. As Samantha conducted her comprehensive evaluation of aircraft maintenance procedures and identified several technical concerns that required immediate engineering attention, maintenance technician Wilson approached her examination with the type of territorial behavior that had become problematic in aerospace environments, demonstrating systematic exclusion of engineering expertise despite the critical importance of collaborative technical management. "Excuse me, but you're not authorized to examine this aircraft without proper maintenance credentials," Wilson stated with obvious suspicion, while observing Samantha's sophisticated analysis of aircraft systems and engineering specifications. "These are restricted Boeing aircraft that require appropriate aviation certifications and maintenance authorization that civilian engineers don't possess for safety and security reasons." Samantha immediately recognized the discriminatory nature of Wilson's approach and clear misunderstanding of her engineering authority and aircraft access privileges that she possessed as senior aerospace leadership within Boeing operations. Understanding that such territorial attitudes represented exactly the type of technical silos that undermined collaborative engineering management. "I have appropriate engineering credentials and aircraft access authorization for technical evaluation," Samantha replied with aerospace composure while observing the systematic exclusion treatment. "What specific Boeing policy restricts authorized engineering personnel from conducting aircraft technical evaluation?" Wilson continued his exclusionary approach with additional questioning about engineering legitimacy that clearly exceeded appropriate security protocols and demonstrated the type of technical gatekeeping that Samantha had worked extensively to eliminate through collaborative aerospace management. "Ma'am, these Boeing aircraft require specialized aerospace knowledge and engineering expertise that most people don't possess," Wilson explained with obvious bias that revealed fundamental misunderstanding about engineering collaboration. "Complex aviation systems require professional aerospace training and engineering certifications that ensure appropriate aircraft safety." Samantha observed Wilson's escalating exclusionary behavior with growing professional concern, understanding that such attitudes constituted exactly the type of technical barriers that undermined aircraft optimization throughout aviation operations. "Technician Wilson," she said while reading his name badge, "I believe your assumptions about engineering expertise demonstrate exactly the type of territorial behavior that creates inefficiencies in aircraft operations," Samantha explained with aerospace authority. "I possess comprehensive engineering qualifications and aircraft access privileges for Boeing technical evaluation." Her aerospace confidence and professional expertise should have immediately indicated to any experienced aviation professional that they were dealing with someone possessing advanced engineering knowledge within Boeing aircraft operations. As Wilson's exclusionary treatment continued with additional restrictions on aircraft access that violated collaborative aerospace engineering principles, Samantha persisted in her professional assertions while attempting to address critical aircraft issues that required immediate engineering intervention to prevent potential safety concerns. "I am formally requesting appropriate aircraft access for engineering assessment that falls within my design authority," Samantha stated with aerospace expertise that should have established her familiarity with Boeing aircraft operations. "Your restrictive approach violates effective engineering management principles and prevents necessary aircraft optimization that ensures operational safety." Wilson responded with increased territorial behavior, interpreting her knowledge of aircraft systems as inappropriate interference rather than recognizing obvious aerospace expertise. "Lady, I don't need civilians telling me how to manage Boeing aircraft or questioning our maintenance security protocols," Wilson replied with obvious hostility that demonstrated complete misunderstanding about collaborative aerospace engineering. "These aircraft systems require specialized training that takes years to develop through proper aerospace education." Other engineering professionals began witnessing the developing aerospace discrimination as Samantha's legitimate aircraft access requests were subjected to excessive restrictions. Senior design engineer Jennifer Martinez, who had been monitoring aircraft systems and recognized Samantha's sophisticated technical analysis, approached the situation with professional concern about aerospace collaboration. "Technician Wilson, what is the specific safety concern regarding this engineering assessment?" Martinez asked with senior aerospace authority. "Our Boeing aircraft operations benefit from comprehensive engineering evaluation and professional technical collaboration that improves aircraft performance." Aerospace systems analyst David Chen, who had been observing the engineering discussion and recognized advanced aircraft knowledge being demonstrated, provided additional professional testimony. "This engineering assessment demonstrates exceptional knowledge of Boeing aircraft systems that clearly indicates advanced professional experience in aerospace engineering operations," Chen announced with technical credibility. His engineering intervention created support for collaborative aerospace management while challenging territorial attitudes. Senior design engineer Martinez immediately recognized the inappropriate nature of Wilson's territorial approach toward professional aerospace collaboration and clear violation of effective engineering management principles that required comprehensive technical evaluation for optimal Boeing operations. "Technician Wilson, these restrictive approaches toward aerospace collaboration clearly violate our professional engineering management standards," Martinez stated with Senior Aerospace Authority. Boeing aircraft systems benefit from comprehensive professional evaluation regardless of departmental hierarchy. Samantha observed the intervention with professional satisfaction, while continuing to identify critical aircraft issues that required immediate engineering attention to prevent safety concerns. Senior Engineer Martinez, I appreciate your recognition of collaborative aerospace principles, but this territorial behavior represents systematic problems that require organizational awareness, Samantha explained with Aerospace Authority. Effective Boeing aircraft operations depend on collaborative engineering management that transcends departmental silos. Martinez attempted to address the situation through immediate aerospace collaboration while growing increasingly concerned about the implications of territorial behavior for Boeing engineering operations. Ma'am, I apologize for the inappropriate territorial treatment that you have experienced regarding aerospace collaboration, Martinez said with Senior Engineering Authority. We will ensure that you receive appropriate technical cooperation and aircraft access that supports effective engineering evaluation. More aerospace professionals continued to witness the territorial discrimination while expressing support for Samantha's engineering expertise. Engineering Operations Manager Sarah Rodriguez, who had been monitoring aircraft performance data and was becoming aware of technical issues that required expert engineering intervention, approached the aircraft area with administrative authority. Senior Engineer Martinez, what is the current status of our aircraft systems? Rodriguez asked with managerial authority and growing concern about technical alerts that indicated potential operational issues requiring immediate expert aerospace attention. Our aircraft operations depend on optimal engineering performance that ensures operational safety. Martinez provided comprehensive aircraft status while recognizing that Samantha's engineering expertise had identified critical issues requiring immediate administrative attention. As aircraft performance alerts continued to escalate throughout Boeing engineering systems, indicating potential operational concerns that could affect aviation safety, Engineering Operations Manager Rodriguez recognized the critical importance of utilizing all available aerospace expertise to address emerging technical challenges and prevent aircraft operational failures. We are experiencing escalating technical alerts across multiple aircraft systems that require immediate expert intervention, Rodriguez announced with operational urgency. These engineering issues demand collaborative aerospace management to prevent potential operational concerns and ensure continued aircraft safety. Samantha immediately recognized the critical nature of the aerospace crisis and the urgent need for expert engineering intervention that matched her extensive experience managing complex Boeing aircraft systems. Manager Rodriguez, these technical alerts indicate potential design concerns that require immediate expert intervention, Samantha explained with engineering expertise and obvious professional knowledge of Boeing aircraft. I can provide expert technical assessment that addresses these critical aircraft issues. Rodriguez observed Samantha's immediate aerospace comprehension and expert analysis of complex aircraft issues with growing professional recognition that she was dealing with someone whose expertise exceeded typical engineering knowledge and suggested significant experience with Boeing aircraft management. Ma'am, your immediate understanding of these complex aerospace issues indicates exceptional engineering expertise, Rodriguez replied with managerial recognition and growing respect for Samantha's professional capabilities. Are you perhaps a senior aerospace professional who has experience with Boeing aircraft management? Samantha prepared to demonstrate her actual aerospace authority while addressing the critical aircraft challenges that threatened Boeing operations. Manager Rodriguez, I appreciate your recognition of aerospace expertise, Samantha replied with growing authority. These critical aircraft issues require immediate expert intervention that ensures operational safety. Wilson watched the developing aerospace crisis with increasing awareness that his territorial behavior had prevented collaboration with someone possessing obvious expert engineering knowledge during a critical aircraft emergency. Understanding the magnitude of the aerospace crisis and potential operational consequences, Engineering Operations Manager Rodriguez immediately implemented emergency protocols while recognizing the critical importance of utilizing expert engineering knowledge to address aircraft challenges. Given the critical nature of these aircraft issues, I am authorizing comprehensive aerospace collaboration and expert engineering intervention, Rodriguez announced with executive authority. These aerospace emergencies require immediate expert engineering leadership that ensures operational safety throughout Boeing operations. Samantha immediately assumed aerospace leadership of the crisis response with the confident expertise that characterized someone who regularly managed complex Boeing aircraft systems and resolved critical operational challenges. I am implementing emergency aircraft recovery protocols to address technical concerns and restore operational functionality, Samantha explained with aerospace authority while directing comprehensive aircraft recovery efforts. These critical aircraft issues require coordinated aerospace response that prevents operational disruptions. Her immediate demonstration of expert aerospace leadership created confidence among technical professionals who recognized that Boeing aircraft were being managed by someone whose qualifications were specifically designed for resolving exactly these types of critical aerospace emergencies. Aircraft diagnostics indicate successful implementation of recovery protocols and resolution of critical engineering concerns, Samantha announced with aerospace precision while coordinating comprehensive aircraft recovery efforts. Boeing operations are stabilizing through expert aerospace intervention that ensures operational continuity. Rodriguez observed the immediate improvement in aircraft performance through Samantha's expert aerospace leadership, with growing professional recognition that Boeing operations were benefiting from exceptional engineering expertise. Ma'am, your expert aerospace intervention has successfully resolved critical aircraft issues that threatened Boeing operations, Rodriguez said with managerial gratitude. Your engineering expertise represents exactly the type of technical capabilities that ensure Boeing operational excellence. Aerospace professionals throughout the operations center watched with obvious professional respect as Samantha's expert engineering management transformed a potential operational crisis into successful aircraft recovery through comprehensive aerospace expertise. As the aerospace crisis resolution continued with successful aircraft recovery through expert technical intervention, Samantha began revealing the depth of her aerospace expertise that would soon transform everyone's understanding of her engineering authority and professional position within Boeing aerospace operations. Manager Rodriguez, I want to ensure that you understand the comprehensive operational implications of effective aerospace management, Samantha stated with obvious aerospace authority that demonstrated advanced knowledge of Boeing aircraft. These aircraft recovery efforts represent institutional knowledge and engineering expertise that ensures operational safety through comprehensive aerospace management. Rodriguez observed Samantha's detailed knowledge of Boeing aerospace operations with growing professional recognition that she was dealing with someone whose expertise exceeded typical engineering knowledge and suggested significant administrative connection to Boeing aerospace leadership. Ma'am, your comprehensive knowledge of Boeing aircraft systems indicates extensive professional experience in aviation engineering operations, Rodriguez replied with managerial recognition and growing respect for Samantha's aerospace expertise. Are you perhaps a senior aerospace executive who has administrative responsibility for Boeing engineering management? Samantha smiled with aerospace satisfaction while preparing to reveal the engineering authority that would completely transform the situation and demonstrate the magnitude of aerospace expertise that had been subjected to territorial restrictions. Manager Rodriguez, I appreciate your recognition of aerospace expertise, Samantha replied with growing authority. I believe this situation demonstrates the critical importance of collaborative aerospace management that ensures optimal Boeing operations. Technician Wilson, who had been observing the expert aerospace intervention with growing awareness of his territorial mistakes, finally began to understand the serious implications of his exclusionary treatment toward someone who clearly possessed exceptional aerospace expertise. I'm beginning to realize that I may have made serious mistakes in restricting aerospace collaboration, Wilson said, with obvious concern. Samantha maintained her professional composure while preparing for the revelation that would demonstrate the true scope of her aerospace responsibility. As Manager Rodriguez continued to recognize the exceptional aerospace expertise while implementing comprehensive engineering management protocols, Samantha began to reveal her actual position within Boeing Aerospace operations and the aircraft authority that made her the chief engineer responsible for all commercial aircraft design throughout Boeing's global aviation programs. Manager Rodriguez, I think it's important for you to understand that my aerospace intervention extends beyond general engineering expertise, Samantha explained with increasing aerospace authority. I have comprehensive administrative responsibility for Boeing aircraft operations that makes collaborative engineering leadership particularly important from an operational perspective. Rodriguez observed Samantha's aerospace language and institutional knowledge with growing professional recognition that she was dealing with someone whose authority represented significant administrative connection to Boeing Aerospace leadership. Ma'am, your institutional perspective suggests that you may have executive administrative experience with Boeing aircraft management, Rodriguez replied with managerial interest and growing awareness of Samantha's potential connection to senior Boeing Aerospace administration. Are you perhaps an aerospace director who has responsibility for Boeing engineering management? Samantha prepared to reveal her actual aerospace position that would completely transform everyone's understanding of the situation and demonstrate the magnitude of engineering expertise that had been systematically excluded through territorial gatekeeping. Manager Rodriguez, I appreciate your professional recognition of aerospace expertise, Samantha said, with growing aerospace authority. I believe this situation demonstrates the critical importance of collaborative aerospace management that directly impacts Boeing operations. Technician Wilson watched the developing aerospace discussion with increasing awareness that his territorial treatment had been directed towards someone with significant aerospace expertise and potential administrative authority within Boeing aircraft operations. I'm becoming very concerned about my territorial behavior and exclusionary treatment, Wilson said, with obvious worry. Senior design engineer Martinez and aerospace systems analyst Chen observed the aerospace dynamics that Samantha was demonstrating while recognizing that the situation involved someone with exceptional authority within Boeing Aerospace administration. The moment Samantha revealed her actual identity as chief engineer Dr. Samantha Brooks for Boeing commercial airplanes, responsible for overseeing all aircraft design and development programs with comprehensive authority over aerospace engineering operations that represented billions of dollars in aviation innovation and cutting-edge aircraft technology that ensured safe air transportation for millions of passengers worldwide. The extraordinary scope of her aerospace authority became undeniably apparent to everyone involved as they recognized that the territorial restrictions had been directed against the chief aerospace executive responsible for all Boeing commercial aircraft design. Manager Rodriguez, Technician Wilson, and everyone present Samantha announced with full aerospace authority. "I am Chief Engineer Dr. Samantha Brooks for Boeing Commercial Airplanes, with comprehensive responsibility for overseeing all aircraft design and development programs that represent billions of dollars in aerospace innovation through cutting-edge aviation technology, advanced engineering systems, and strategic aerospace leadership that ensures safe air transportation for millions of passengers worldwide." The revelation created immediate recognition among all aerospace personnel, who realized that they had been witnessing territorial restrictions directed toward the chief aerospace executive, whose aircraft leadership directly determined Boeing operational capability throughout the company's global commercial aviation programs. Engineering Operations Manager Rodriguez stood with complete professional respect as she understood that the expert aerospace intervention had been provided by the chief engineer responsible for all Boeing commercial aircraft, whose administrative authority directly impacted operational continuity throughout Boeing commercial airplanes. "Chief Engineer Brooks, I am honored by your aerospace leadership and expert engineering management during this critical aircraft emergency," Rodriguez said with managerial respect. "Your aerospace expertise represents exceptional professional capabilities that ensure Boeing operational excellence through comprehensive aircraft management." Technician Wilson realized with complete professional embarrassment that his territorial behavior had been directed toward the chief engineer for Boeing commercial airplanes. Understanding that his restrictions on collaborative aerospace management had prevented expert engineering intervention during a critical aircraft emergency. "Chief Engineer Brooks, I cannot express how sorry I am for my territorial treatment and complete failure to recognize your aerospace authority," Wilson said with obvious remorse. "I understand that my exclusionary behavior prevented collaborative aerospace management during a critical engineering emergency that required expert aircraft leadership." Samantha maintained her aerospace composure while addressing the broader operational issues that the interaction had revealed about collaborative aerospace management. This situation demonstrates that Boeing aerospace operations require collaborative engineering management that transcends territorial boundaries, she explained with aerospace authority. "This is why truth always comes to light, and justice always finds its way." If this story shows you that dignity and respect matter more than assumptions, make sure you subscribe to see more stories where justice prevails. Because when we stand together against discrimination, we make real change happen. Following the extraordinary revelation, Boeing commercial airplanes immediately initiated comprehensive reforms to aerospace collaboration protocols, aircraft access procedures, and territorial behavior prevention measures that would ensure effective engineering cooperation and eliminate discriminatory restrictions on professional aerospace management throughout Boeing operations. Technician Wilson was immediately enrolled in professional development training, collaborative aerospace education, that would address his territorial behavior and provide understanding of effective engineering management principles and the professional expertise required for optimal Boeing aerospace operations. The incident became a catalyst for aviation industry discussions about collaborative aerospace management and the importance of comprehensive engineering cooperation that extended beyond departmental boundaries to include systematic recognition of expertise and professional aerospace leadership that ensured operational excellence throughout aircraft operations. Samantha's aerospace leadership and professional response to territorial restrictions became a model for effective aircraft management, as her approach to crisis resolution was incorporated into Boeing-wide aerospace training programs and inspired other aviation companies to strengthen collaborative aerospace management and eliminate territorial barriers that undermined aircraft optimization. Within weeks, Boeing commercial airplanes had implemented new collaborative aerospace protocols and professional recognition systems that would ensure effective engineering cooperation and eliminate territorial restrictions on expert aircraft management throughout Boeing aerospace operations. The transformation extended beyond individual company policies to influence broader aviation industry conversations about collaborative aerospace management and the critical importance of recognizing engineering expertise and professional aircraft leadership that directly impacted operational excellence throughout aerospace facilities. Aerospace organizations and aviation industry associations recognized the incident as a powerful example of how territorial behavior could undermine critical aerospace operations, and used Samantha's experience to develop collaborative aerospace programs and professional recognition initiatives that would strengthen aircraft management throughout aviation aerospace operations. Samantha's story became an inspiring example of how aerospace expertise and aircraft authority could create positive operational change while demonstrating the ongoing importance of collaborative aerospace management that protected Boeing operations through professional aerospace cooperation. The lasting impact extended far beyond Boeing aerospace operations to influence how aviation companies approached collaborative aerospace management, with Samantha's engineering framework becoming a model for effective territorial behavior prevention and aircraft leadership that ensured optimal aerospace operations through systematic recognition of expertise and comprehensive collaborative management that supported operational excellence throughout aerospace engineering systems. But Samantha's story is just one example of how aerospace expertise meets territorial discrimination. Next video. Watch what happens when a black airport security director's 13-year secret is revealed during TSA discrimination. When agents question her security authority, the most shocking law enforcement credentials in aviation safety history emerge. You won't believe what happens when airport security power meets enforcement bias. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications for new content. Don't forget to hit the like button if this story moved you, and share your thoughts and opinions about this situation in the comments below.